Hello everyone and welcome back to All the Mods 10 to the Sky. We have this thingy here. I was just seeing if there's anything we were meant to put in it. I think we had, a little bit of gravel left over to chuck in, so we will do that. There we go. Cool. So we can keep doing its thing. Ta-ta-ta. That's my intro apparently. Last episode we set up these guys here. This is a foundry, which is essentially the alloy smelter, so it can make, you can make alloys and stuff. We've got this guy, which is the assembler. That let us actually make some blaze rods, which is pretty cool. And the intention with those was to make some speed upgrades. And so then the idea with that is, of course, to chuck them into... It wasn't intended for this guy to begin with, to be honest. I think we intended it for this guy, which makes us dirt. Yeah, so we're using the gravel strat with some coarse dirt, so where essentially all of this gravel will turn into dirt over time. And this little machine here is hissing away, generating the power for the crafter. Cool. So it does work, it's doing its thing. Not the fastest thing ever, but it's doing it. What do we need to do? Wonderful question, wonderful question. There's honestly, there genuinely is so much to do. And I don't know what to do. I think if we want to stick to our guns and get some speed upgrades, then we want to consult this guy, which has... Oh, you know what? He might need to be waterlogged. Maybe? Sugarcane. Let's have a look. Let's let's search it up. So sugarcane you can get from a botany pot. It does say it just has to be dirt. Sugarcane, magically you should get sugarcane. Cool. Or we just sift more and get it from the dirt. You know what I mean? So if we automate dirt, which we have, kind of, yeah, then that should work. This guy, like, I mean, he's not even... Cannot be placed in farmland. Oh, that's farmland. Oh, okay. So if I chuck that back in, we're good? Okay. Sure. Now, if I crouch, this doesn't grow. Now, I have a sinking suspicion, just a little bit of an inkling, a bit of a feeling, that if I were to chuck this somewhere that it can go, for example, over here, oh, I guess that's fine. And then I crouch. Well, I mean, it sparkles. I mean, it does work. So the sugarcane, the goal there is that we make paper because we need paper for these blank upgrades. Now, you don't need much to get much out of it, I guess. But I don't know, it's something to consider. Do we also have snad, maybe? We do have snad. All right. Let's, maybe we just set something up with snad, maybe? Oh, I don't really know. I mean, look, short term, we're like, we need more sugarcane. Long term, this guy should do plenty. That should be, he'll get it done. He'll figure it out, I'm sure. But in our timeline, we want paper and we want it now. All right, so what do I actually need to make this guy? We need gold nuggets and we need other stuff. So we're gonna grab out some gold. I'll grab both of those. We'll need our lapis as well. Chuck this in here, pow, jump in here, and pow. Cool. So that's, oh yeah, because it uses 4. I getcha. Do we have any excess paper? I know we turned a lot of it into sandpaper. I say a lot of it, we turned like, 3 pieces into sandpaper. All right, cool. Well, we've got 4. That's something. If we wanted, I think we need gunpowder. What else do we need? Gold, redstone, cool. So I'll take the gold, we've got redstone on us. And is that just enough to make it? Oh, it is. So this will make us speed upgrades. Now, currently for what we're doing, I think speed upgrades are all we need. Because you can also get stack upgrades, but that only really matters if you're moving stuff with the modular router, I believe. So if we grab this out, just as a bit of a test run. So, If I split this into 3 and chuck that in there, chuck that in there, and chuck that in there, then this is what we're left with. Which, as you can see, is a lot faster than what it was. Which is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, cool. Awesome, thanks. Yep, done. Like, genuinely, that's all we really needed, wanted. So I kind of just need more sugarcane in the moment. To do that, let's go ahead and make snad. You make snad out of 2 sands. So we will grab one of these, pow, pow, and we have snad. Beautiful. So snad is like sand, but it's spelt wrong, which is pretty cool. What we want to do next is we want to get a clock. This guy, the redstone clock. So it does need a chiseled stone brick, which needs stone brick slabs, which needs stone bricks, which I think we can make. So we do stone bricks, like so. We turn those into slabs, like so. And then we turn those into chiseled stone bricks. And the rest of it can go in there and in there. Cool. So then I've got redstone on me. We can make a redstone clock. This is our powerhouse for making sugarcane. So what we're going to do is just find a nice little spot. I mean, I guess I can place it like here. So what we'll do is we'll place our snad down, like so. We will grab our trusty sugarcane, slap it on top. Oh. Well, already the snad is, I mean, it's making things happen. But what we want to do is break this potentially and chuck this here. And as you can see, stuff happens. And it happens decently fast. So that is our sugarcane production, essentially. So what we probably could do, I guess there's no harm in doing it, is make more snad and just set up a couple of these. Because, I mean, this is sort of what I get at in terms of, like, once you get sugarcane set up, you do kind of just get everything that you need just instantly. Was that all snad? Oh, that was all snad. Awesome. So we'll break this. And so that now that will be snad. Oh, no, it needs water. Yeah. I do know how the game works. I pinky promise. I say that as I just mess everything up. You know what? No, I don't know how the game works. Now I know how the game works. Okay, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Now, this clock, by default, is, as you can see, this number. I think it goes up to 100. And then it goes down to 5. So it's now faster than it was before, I think. And that'll emit a redstone pulse. Now, it looks like sugarcanes max out at that height. So, in other words, if we break this, they'll keep growing. And they'll get to that height before stopping again. We can automate this. But, once again, this is already automated. It's slower, but it is cleaner. You know what I mean? In terms of just making a mess and whatnot. So I'd prefer not to. Automate the big thing, but we can, you know, if we really want to. And check out this. We are cooking in the blank upgrade department. So then speed upgrades, awesome. And now the reason, why am I doing dirt? Do I actually care about dirt that much? I don't really. I think we're probably good, to be honest. It'll get there eventually. It's good at what it does. We're going to take these speed upgrades elsewhere. So let's jump underneath. Let's head over to this guy. And let's chuck in speed upgrades. So it'll take 9. There you go. And that is now the rate at which it processes. And as you can see, it goes faster than we can get gravel into it. Cool. In terms of getting stuff in, we can make pipe upgrades, which I think we will. But you can also make a thing in the router, a module, that will pull stuff in. And that also is pretty good because you don't need cables anyway. You can tidy it up. And the speed upgrades will affect it. You know what I mean? So we don't have to invest in a pipe upgrade and a speed upgrade and place pipes and stuff. So that is an option. Now, there's a few things you can do. One is a puller module. This guy here. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. You do need a sticky piston and a blank module. If we happen to have a sticky piston and a blank... we don't, but we can make one actually really easily. Because you guys happen to inform me of the pickle situation down here. Can you get 4 pickles in one? Am I wrong? Does it need to be water, maybe? Can we get some pickle action happening? I just want to see if it does need to be in water. The fact that this has not grown another pickle makes me think that the pickle situation does need, in fact, to be underwater. Alright, that's alright. In the meantime, I can break this. Yoink. Thanks for the pickles, buddy. And we can process it. If we smelt it, we get lime. If we mill it, we get a little bit more lime. I guess we just smelt it. I don't think we have the mill set up. Which, I mean, I could probably set up the mill. Where's the mill? I could, if it exists, I can probably do it. So that, and then did I put gearboxes away? I did. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Why not? Might as well get more bang for our buck. So if we head over here, we have our doohickey. And so what I should be able to do is place this guy, well, not like that. Hold on. Place this guy like this. Cool. And I can probably, if we get rid of this, do that and that. And I mean, I can honestly just do that. There we go. That works. All right, in goes Sea Pickle. And you know me, Sea Pickle, lime dye. Classic, the classic Ustream thing that he says. Alright, and then while we're up here, I do want this. I don't want the seeds, but there's a simple solution for that. There we go. I'll regret that at some point. I swear. Alright, and we'll head over here. I think we didn't do something that we were meant to do. So we crushed this stuff. We might already have dough, but it's okay. We've got water here. We don't have fan set up. Fan needs chain drive. I think we had chain drives up top. As you can tell, running back and forth, not the most fun thing ever. So we will look to make the thing. Power. Storage. We'll look to make storage at some point so that I can just access stuff magically. The question is how we want to pull that off. I might do occultism. I'm pretty sure we've got occultism because we got the demon fruits. Occultism has this wormhole stuff. Which once you unlock the ability to make it, they're pretty good from memory. I'm not sure. There's quite a few things. But there we go. So this is now washing. Very nice. We will right click this. Awesome. We then need to wash it so we can throw it there. By the time it reaches the end, we'll hope that it has been washed. Okay, it didn't quite work. That's all right. We can I know a guy that makes things. There you go. Get processing, please. Then we combine that with our lime. We get slime balls. We make the thing, and try the thing out and see if the thing works. How's that sound? Oh. Come on, freedom. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So I definitely want to automate. Ooh, I was a little bit worried that would happen. That's okay. I'll sort that out. Yeah. Guys, that's fine. I'll sort that out. Okay. Let's go ahead and make slime balls. Let's make a piston. We don't have piston available. That's all right. I'll do that so I have a little bit of extra log. Cool. Let's search distributor. Distributor? No, it was going to be puller. So let's get a puller. It's going to be a piston. Awesome. With a slime ball on top. Awesome. And a module gives you a puller module. Cool. Let's give this guy a shot right off the bat. So let's shift right click on this guy. Nope, that's not how that works. I think I need the Mark II. That's right. The Mark II is one of these and an ender pearl. So, not a problem. I thought that might be the case. I was just not 100% sure. But I guess you can read. It says range on it. So, there we go. Cool. Jump under here. Shift right click on this guy. And then open him up and chuck him in. Well, before we do that, I do want to specify what he'll be taking. So ideally I want to put gravel in here. I don't know if I can just chuck gravel. I can. So drag gravel in, set it to whitelist, and so he'll now pull gravel in from there. Ta-da! We can add other stuff, so he'll pull whatever else we put in there, dirt, sand and stuff. But for now, I think that's fine. We'll be able to fix that later. In terms of this, how do we want to solve it? We do have a stack upgrade. We probably want to make another one. I probably do need to do some of this. Yeah. And then we might be able to make like diamond. We definitely will need gold as well. Okay. Boom. Ah, I can stay in there. Why not? All right, let's give it a shot. We'll see what happens. So up here, well, first of all, inventory. Activate clean inventory maneuver. Only skilled technicians can pull this one off. Alright, I will also speed this guy up. I don't know. I don't know what rate's best to go there, but we'll pretend that's fine. This guy should have our this guy. He should have our that guy. We've got sticks on us. We'll make another one of these at least. Make this beautiful. Make this beautiful. Make this beautiful. Wonderful. Plenty of the stuff. We will now go and smelt it. Now, in terms of getting this guy to work, as in setting up automated filters and stuff, I mean, we still can. Is there a reason why we're not? Not really, I guess. It was just that we needed the kelp. And so we were automating dirt so that we could process it to get kelp. That was the original idea, the plan, I guess. I'm wondering if I turn part of this into like a fish tank. I didn't want to pick that up. That's okay. It happens to the best of us. Ta-da! Done. Yoinky. And we'll see what we can do in terms of upgrading this guy. I might have everything on me, maybe. Let's see. So realistically, the first thing we want are stack upgrades. So this is going to cost an upgrade base. We want to surround that in logs. And then it gets fun. So we do want some blocks. From memory, we want like 2. That will let us get the iron. I think we then want 2 gold ones as well, so that we can make the gold. Who would have thought? Now, diamond, we can do, and I think we should do. Well, at least I assume we can do it. That's 9. That's 18. And then some bonus ones. Ugh. It's going to be like all of our diamonds, but it's for a good cause, I guess. Diamond, diamond, pow, diamond. Now, if we want to take this further, we need netherite, which we do not have yet. But yeah, for now, there we go. We've got this guy, so we can actually chuck him in here. And there you go. So we can take, oh, interesting. Can I take any out? Hold on. Let me just move all these out and take this out. We can upgrade this guy with gold, and that'll be better use of our time. The chest is a gold chest. Maybe I should have upgraded it to a diamond one first. That might have been a better play, but it's okay. It's all right. 2 of these, upgrade this guy, and that's pretty good value, I think. So if we chuck this guy in now we can hold a lot, as we already are. A lot of this stuff, like the flowers and stuff, I probably don't want in here long term, but I think for now it's okay. Saves us taking it anywhere. We put diamonds in. And that should be fine for now. Okay. I mean, look. We have an option of keeping everything in a chest, or we have an option in doing like drawers and stuff. I think for now this is fine. What I'll do is top him up and make sure we get some more stuff on its way. Stuff, he says. But I mean, yeah, make sure we get some more stuff on the way. Okay. Did we still have the iron compressed hammer? We do. I might just repair this guy and use him. That's crazy that he just uses iron ingots to repair fully, but he costs so much more to make. All right, let's get this all played. I'm just trying to find a nice spot to do this. So yeah, well, I guess, I don't really know if my goal is to get more diamonds currently or what it is. I think it's just I want the machine running. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So that's the gravel. We'll jump back under, chuck the gravel in here. And as you can see, it's pulling stuff in. It's pulling stuff in decently fast, but not fast enough. As we can see, we already got 1 diamond. We can help that out by attempting... let's grab the blank upgrades. We need to get stack upgrades from this mod. These guys here. So it's going to be stone bricks of some sort and bricks. Now, in the bricks department, we have some. In the stone bricks department, we have some stone, I guess. We could use other stuff, but I mean, we might as well just use stone. Stone bricks, perfect. And ta-da, we got 10 of them. So, if we actually jump in here and just chuck them all in, we can put 6 in, and what it will do is it will just keep it full at all times, which is pretty good. Do we have any meshes in here? No. We only need 2 meshes to upgrade this guy all the way to iron. If you remember from looking at some of the things we need, like kelp, I think you could only get it from iron meshes. So it's not the play to necessarily keep upgrading all the way to gold. I think it was kelp. I might be wrong on that. No, you get kelp from gold. I don't know what it was, but I swear it was only from, I meant to make 2 of them. You know what I mean. So yeah, I don't know. We might have to make multiple setups, possibly. Why did I do that? Why did I... You guys distracted. This is your fault. You guys did this to me. Alright, well, we've got a gold one, I guess. Boom. And boom. Cool. Pow, 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 pow. Awesome. So that guy's going decently fast. I think we could speed him up if we had multiple next to him. You know, all right-clicking the sieves. For now, in terms of whether this is pretty good, I'd say it's pretty good. We're already at 30 diamonds. What? And look at the rate at which it processes. We are already at half a stack of 2 times gravel. That is actually really, really fast. Holy schmoly. Okay. Do we have applied energistics? We do. Do we have refined storage? We don't. So I could go applied energistics. I know how it all works for the most part. That would give us wireless access to our stuff. Not a bad idea at all. You guys suggested... what'd you suggest? Hold on, I've got it on this other browser. Insane Gamers suggested create item vaults and then heirs nouveau storage lectin. I actually haven't tried the storage lectin, but I feel like I saw Chosen's thumbnail. One of his thumbnails, he had an heirs nouveau storage system. So I don't want to necessarily do the exact same as what everyone else is doing. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I do not know. What? I mean, what else? What? I will say, one storage system I actually quite liked, I quite enjoyed it, was QIO for Mekanism. The problem I have with it is, I don't know which part it was in the other pack. Yeah, so the array you can just make, but then the drives... Oh, no, we can totally make this. I remembered the drives needing, like, polonium and plutonium, but look, the hyperdense needs this, which you get from plutonium, which you get from nuclear waste, sure. But the QIO, this looks like it's fine. We use lead, we use enderpearl, we use ultimate control circuit, which uses elite, we use atomic, that's refined obsidian. Oh, we can totally do that. I reckon we try for QIO. I quite enjoy it. I've never been able to play it early game, I think. Oh, awesome. Unless there's something in here. I mean, the teleport core, that doesn't use it. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't want to get too far in and then be like, oh, no, I forgot about the thing. But, I mean, it kind of looks like it's just going to do the thing. Awesome. Should we try? We've got about 40 minutes, 35 minutes roughly. I usually aim for an hour. To try to get this made. I know it's going to need steel. I know it's going to need redstone. We've got iron on us. It'll probably need some glass, so I'll take this stuff out. What do you reckon? You reckon we give it a shot? I'm talking to myself, by the way. There's... yeah. I reckon we give it a shot. Okay. So, long story short, we need ultimate control circuits. That's what we're working towards. That will need a metallurgic infuser. That is the start and probably end of everything we need. This guy is made out of osmium and friends. So inside here we have some osmium, and inside here we can make some friends. So 1, 2, metallurgic infuser, pow. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Awesome. So, what now? If we come over here, I guess. I mean, we've got some power here. I'm just trying to think. Let's move this guy if it lets me. I should make a new Paxel. Oh, we need the foundry. Yeah, okay. Next episode, if I remember, we'll do foundry stuff, but I've already committed to the QIO, so that's sort of, that's where we're at currently. That's the current goal. Let's right click that. All right, so we've got power made there. We'll chuck this guy here. Awesome. Oh, I could also do like travel anchors. Should we try that maybe? Just as like short-term teleporting. Travel anchor. What do you need? Come on. Conduit binder, pulsating crystal, pulsating alloy ingot, primitive alloy smelter, we have grains of infinity. Conduit binder is made out of conduit binder composite, which is, oh, it's totally doable. That's what that was. Oh, it's totally doable. All right. Cool. What we're going to do is turn this into dust. Probably a lot more dust than we need, but that's okay. And chuck that away. Ah! Want you back? Cool. Ah, nice. This is already ready for me. It must have rained. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, clay into clay bowls. Brilliant. Dust can go away. Return of the sand. And what was the other thing you need? Like gravel, probably? Yeah, gravel. Woo, go gravel. All right. Pow, 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 pow. Cool. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Then I need to make alloy smelter, which needs 3 furnace, which needs more of this. Sure, we can make that happen. 1, 2, 3. And then what do I need? I need grains of infinity, and then I need deep slate. Specifically deep slate, which we do have a bunch of elsewhere. I was just hoping there'd be a little bit in there. And grains of infinity, we have at least 1 of. Deep slate is in 1 of these. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It needed to be real deep slate, right? So I'm going to have to just come over here and get that stuff smelted. Very, very cool. Very cool. Very cool moments for everyone involved. Okay. Drop this. Drop that. Let it smelt. This is good. This is good. Is that done? Whoa. What? How'd they end up with more conduit binder? Oh. Oh, no, that was composite that turned... Yeah. Haha, I know what I'm doing. Alright, we'll let that stuff smelt. I guess it makes more than it, Yeah, I guess it makes more. Sure. That's okay. It looked the same in my eyes. God, look at my hotbar. This hotbar has been atrocious. Since day 1, pretty much. This is probably the cleanest it's ever been. With a little compressed hammer, Paxel. Very nice. Very, very nice. Come on. Everyone's waiting. I don't like C being what it is as well. I'm going to change C because it keeps trying to press stuff. Cool. Alright. Controls, keybinds, key C. Okay. Crafting group, we don't want that. I don't want whatever that is. 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 Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Cool. Do we have any zoom? We do have a zoom, and it's on C, and now it's on Z, and now C is C instead of Z. Nice. I can zoom for dramatic effect. Cool. Nice. That's okay. So I can be like, what? Okay. Nice. Alrighty. So, we now have everything we need for a primitive alloy doohickey. We have some coal pieces. I'll grab a few more just to get the ball rolling. This guy goes here. We grab ender pearls. I believe it is iron and ender pearls. I'll chuck them all in. Why not? And there we go. That'll do its thing. Cool. In the meantime, how's this guy going? Nothing of value. Okay. What about now? This guy just gives us that. Cool. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of this stuff crushed, aren't I? This stuff can be compressed and crushed compressed. Yes, it can. Very nice. So I could chuck that in the other dim. Yeah, why not? So Shift K. Cool. And then Shift K. Awesome. And then I'll do this in the other dim because it's going to make a big mess, I guess. And look, that guy's doing his thing. Awesome. I'll leave that there for now because I probably want to come back to grab the rest of it. Let's chuck all of this stuff down. Very nice. Boom. I don't have a normal hammer, so everything else will just sort of have to trust me. Alright. Crushed endstone. Cool. Oh. Oh, yeah, because this guy isn't doing it, but he's doing everything else. So we can take this out. Chuck that in there for the whitelist. Chuck that back in. And voila. There we go. So the pipe still works. That'll be good for some niche things. But this, look at that. Getting us ender pearls. Getting us eyes of ender. Getting us chorus fruit. Wow. Wowie, guys. Wow. Wow. Alright, cool. Okay, so pulsating alloy into nuggets with diamond. How many diamonds do you reckon we got now? 56. Jeebalus. Alright. And then surround that guy with this to get pulsating crystal. We then have conduit binder. And all of this is for travel anchor. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so we're going to get at least one more. These are great. Let's, when in Rome, just make a bunch of them. Let's take out, like, all these. Place these. How many can I get away with making? 8? Sure, they'll come in handy at some point. Brilliant. Love your work. And then travel anchor, pow. Cool. I will make all of them. Why not? Alright, so, for starters, we want this here. This here. And this is going to be called, hub. Oh. Hub. That's what I'm going to call it. Cool. Hub. Visible. Sure. We're then going to go down here. We're going to place this here. And we're going to call it, sieve. Cool. So now if I, whoa. If I stand here and look at hub, we can teleport. If I stand here and look at sieve and jump, we can teleport. And then I'll chuck one over there, and I'll chuck one over here. So we'll have like, this will be shift right. Oh, ah! This one will be shift right click machines. And then over here will be create, I guess. I guess it's fine up here. Do that. Create. Cool. So then I can just right click, you can jump, whatever you need to do. How nice is that? And so I'll go back up to the hub. And so you just sort of got to get used to them. But then also, you can make a staff. And it is one of them. I think it's one of these. Staff of Traveling. I think it's the Staff of Traveling that lets you do it, to be honest. You can do it from anywhere. This needs an ender crystal. Ah, it needs stuff. Nah, that's not happening. Nah, nah. But it would let you teleport to them from anywhere, is my belief, my understanding. Cool. That can go there, sort that. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay. So, what did that actually allow us to do? That allows us to go back and forth quite easily. We have Metallurgy Confuser. We are hoping to, what? Get it power. Possibly through pipes, I'm guessing, was sort of what I was thinking. So let's go pipes. Let's just get energy pipes. That needs more iron, which we do have some of. Cool. Item pipes. And we've got a wrench on us. Let's, I know how to use these. Look, at some point, I'll get so good at using them that it won't be painful to watch. God. Alright. So, what I'm thinking is that I do this. That's what I'm thinking. We do that. And now this guy should get power, assuming this guy has... Oh, he does. Okay, he's set up to export. Do I need to tell this guy that he's allowed to? Or do I need to just... Maybe he's only from the side? Can I please get my thing back? I'm poor. Let's do that, do that. There we go. So he's back up and running. This guy's up and running. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Alright, what do we need to do? To be honest, the benefit of us setting up multiple metallurgic infusers is, it's decently high. Now, for whatever reason, I've used up like all of my iron. Somehow, I don't even really know how, but apparently I have. Let's go here. Let's do Shift K. Cool. There's almost not a point in using the themajiggies, is there? And yet here we are, about to use the themajiggies. The ore hammers. Okay. Pow. Pow. And pow. We have so much that it's fine. Yeah, I want to go to create, right? Yeah. Okay. Boom. Boom. And honestly, boom. And then if we wait like a couple seconds, we can probably get away with throwing this one as well without letting it burn or anything. And then, I mean, that should work, right? Maybe, if we're lucky. Look, I will say, us pushing for the QIO in this episode is being a little bit optimistic. There's a chance we just get Mekanism set up in terms of, like, processing. Because we will need, like, an enrichment chamber and stuff at some point. But we'll see. We'll hope. That looks like everything done, to be honest. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Let's go back up here. I've got a decent amount of cobblestone on me. So let's do that. Let's jump in here, do this. 3 more. Cool. What do I have? Nothing. That's fine. And we'll make another furnace. And we'll make another metallurgic infuser. Cool. Alright. And I guess you'll see as we go the benefit of having multiple. So we'll do this. Oh, we made a lot. That's, I mean, it should be good. A lot of this probably will be manual, I guess. I don't know if that's a horrible idea, but I think it'll be okay. So there we go. They're all hooked up. We'll definitely need more power generation at some point. For now, this is okay. Let's just do a little shortcut over here. Let's just search this. Turn them into blocks. And that should be pretty good. Wait for this guy to be done. There you go. Okay. Let's also jump in here and... What's it called? Aratech? And it's this sound, right? It's kind of all of them. Okay, yeah. We want a little bit. I don't know if you can even hear it anymore. Alright, so... First things first. Let's break this down. So atomic alloy is made out of reinforced alloy, which is made out of infused alloy, which is made out of copper and redstone. So what we'll do is we'll chuck in redstone in there and we'll go grab some copper. Now, I don't know if we actually have any copper smelted, so we will just quickly do that here. Again, we have so much stuff, or at least we should have so much stuff that we should just be able to smelt blocks and it shouldn't be a problem. In the time that it takes for that to happen, I can probably get this processed and it be worth it, if that somehow makes sense. I definitely need a builder's wand or something. Well, yeah, that's fine. If there's not a builder's wand, it's not worth looking for it. If there is a builder's wand, it's totally worth me stopping and looking for it, but it's too late now. Cool. Jump under here. Pow. Pow. Copper. Beautiful. Pow. Okay, so we can chuck this in here. That will process and get us stuff. Wonderful. So the infused alloy will then turn into reinforced alloy with diamond dust. Now, once again, there are better ways to do this, but I've got so many diamonds that I don't think it will be a problem to just chuck them in here. I can't. They actually need to be processed regardless. Okay. Cool. And so I can process these in, whatchamacallem, pretty much an enrichment chamber is what we need. Okay. Let's see if we have everything for an enrichment chamber. Oh, that's a problem. For an enrichment chamber. So let's search enrich. In terms of like explaining what I'm doing, I guess, there's almost no explanation needed. Like, these are all a means to an end. This is the equivalent of crafting a piston as part of a different recipe, you know what I mean? And these machines are the equivalent of crafting a special furnace to smelt a special item. Like, there's no real, they don't do anything crazy. You just put stuff in, they make stuff. So like, I don't know. You chuck this guy into the resource section, and then you put a bit of gold into the other spot, and you get in electrum dust. Right? That makes perfect sense, right, guys? Alright, I do have steel on me. We have everything we need, I believe, to make a steel casing, except for osmium. We should have plenty of osmium downstairs. We do have this here if we somehow don't, but I imagine we do. So let's go osmium. Beautiful. Jump in here, shift K it, and get that stuff smelted. These travel anchors are really nice. I almost need a 3x3 or maybe even a 4x4 just so I can always see it. You know what I mean? Because like always be standing on it when I'm in the general zone. Because sometimes you have to like, you know, try to like look exactly where you are. So that's an idea. Perhaps we'll do that. Mayhaps, potentially. Otherwise, we set up a hub somewhere with a bunch of portals leading everywhere. I did that in ATM 6, I want to say. And, I mean, it worked. It was pretty fun. Alright. So, we want steel casing. Done. We then need redstone and basic control circuits. Now, basic control circuits are osmium and redstone. So what we can actually do is if we head back down to the sieve, we grab out some redstone, head over to the machines. We can process it in the same setup, essentially. So before we do all of that, I'll chuck in a little bit and a little bit. I know we've probably got a bunch of quests to redeem as well. That's actually a good point. We could probably do that. But once we get this enrichment chamber set up, it'll make everything better value, essentially. Like for the resource on the left here, this yellow section. And I'll show you what I mean. So I put in 8 redstone, and that gave me 80 millibuckets. Each of these recipes, or this specific recipe, uses 20 millibuckets per. So it uses 2 redstone currently for 1 basic control circuit. Now, if we go back up here, I need a, yeah, that's a horrible positioning for that. That's okay. If we get the enrichment chamber, hook this up somehow. Dun, 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 dun. And we put a bit of redstone in. It'll process. It'll try to process. It does appear to be struggling a little bit with the power, but it'll do it. And we get an enriched redstone. So 1 redstone dust, which previously gave us 10 millibuckets, I believe it was. If we now chuck this in here, it gives us 80. So the value is insane, and that applies to processing the diamonds as well. So we'll chuck them in. Okay. This generator's really, I almost don't want to make more of them. We'll do power generation in another episode. But here, look, we can chuck in our enriched diamond, and that works, and that's cool. We can then chuck in infused alloy. So just to run this back, we need a lot of everything. So we are going to need better power, sort of regardless. Oh, would I be able to squeeze out a single QIO setup? I don't know if I could. I could work towards this. So that's going to be 8 atomic alloys, which needs 8 reinforced alloys. I mean, we can work towards that. So chuck this in, and we'll see how that goes. That guy's doing his thing. Chuck that in there as well. This guy reckons he's done. Sure. We also need these, which are more of those, and these, which are more of those and these. Okay. Lots of these and those and those and these that we need. So let's run this back. 1 second. Currently, we need 8 atomic alloys. We also need 4 elite control circuits, which each need this. So we need 8 reinforced alloys. And then like 16 infused alloys, right? 16 infused alloys. Yeah, so we'll need like all this to process, I think. Cool. This guy can probably be done there. We'll just chuck redstone in. Chuck that stuff back in. That's pretty good. I'll tell you what, we'll make a few more basic generators. I know that they're basic and that they're generators, but I mean, they get the job done. It wasn't too bad a recipe, I think. Maybe not. I don't like the look of it. 32 RF per tick. Not horrible. Nickel coil. Yeah, like they're not. It's It's not the worst thing ever. Could be worse. Like it definitely, we could make a worse a worse recipe, I'm sure. All right, let's jump in here. Furnaces, basic generator. How many can we make? We make 2 because we need more of this, and now we can make 2 more. Because we need more of this, and now we can make 2 more, and we might just leave it there for the 2 mores. Cool. Put those away. Jump back down to machines. All right. I mean, I've got 6 now, so let's break this. What did I get? A jungle sapling. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, well, it looks like I need more. That's okay. Sure. That should be fine. Hubba dubba dubba. I need more redstone. How do we get redstone? Survey says it is from dust. Survey says I'm going to turn this into dust. Boom. Cool. Okay. Alright, let's look at the wand. I know I keep saying this wand thing and I never do it. Wand. Diamond stick? Is this our construction wand? It looks like it is. A diamond stick is made like this. Is that really what I want? Allegedly. There we go. Cool. So now if I were to place these down and right click with a stick, as you can see, I can now place a crazy amount at once. That thing is awesome. And we now have a diamond stick. Splendid. We actually need this all the way down to dust, don't we? So we can do this. Pow, 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 pow. Place a bunch. Place them on top. How incredible. Boom. Pow. Ooh. You know what? Let's just grab all of them and let's do this downstairs because the dust just turned straight into dust. I kind of forgot. So this is going to create a bit of a mess. Just a little bit of a mess. Cool. Okay. Huh? There you go. Sure, yeah. You do your thing. Well, actually, grab one of these, and we can hook this guy up. There you go, buddy. So he's now a lot faster at doing that. In a second, we'll have to upgrade this, so we might as well grab that. Let's do this. That makes this. We can top this guy, fill him up completely. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's actually a lot more than... Pow, pow. Pow, pow. Why is it not... It should be, yeah, it should put everything in when I do that. Oh, I think that's just insane. There's more than I keep thinking in each stack. Alright, we grab one of these, open this guy, chuck in dust, put him back away, and voila! That's now running as well. Awesome. So that should get us a bunch of redstone, which will be great. The redstone will, of course, be used to do something that I totally... Oh, yeah, it's going in the... Oh, I think we already put a bunch in this, right? Yeah. So I don't really know exactly what I was doing, but regardless, this guy's up and running. Oh, we needed iron pipes. That's what it was. That makes sense. Alright, let's grab that out. Cool. Let's make... We don't need too much. And then let's search pipes. And energy pipes. Perfecto. Machines. Place this and this. Place this guy underneath. Cool. Yeah, we can leave everything as is. Oh. I will reconnect that, yeah. Do that. There we go. Alright, and then what do we have in here? We've got this. We want to split that up. Cool. And we'll see if this is enough to do anything of value. Cool. So now this guy still ain't getting enough. Great. This guy is still not getting enough. Is that because there's nothing here? What about now? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Plenty of power for everyone. Alrighty. So, I'm going to take this out. Chuck the diamonds back in. Top this guy up. He'll keep doing his thing, which is great. Very good. Okay, so the next thing we need is this, refined obsidian. Now, refined obsidian you get from refined obsidian dust, which you get from infusing obsidian dust in with diamond. Now, obsidian dust you get from crushing. So we have a few options. We can make a mechanism crusher, which is probably what we'll do. You can do a sag mill, you can do a fragment forge, or a pulverizer. We will probably see if we can just make a crusher from mechanism. That guy needs lava, he needs steel casing. Surprisingly easier than I expected, to be honest. Or at least I'm surprised that we had all the stuff for it. There we go. Crusher, I only typically keep one bucket on me. I just took all the buckets. I put all the... cool. Sorry, I just a little bit of a moment. And that can go there. These can go there. Cool. We do have a crusher. Let's go back up to the hub where we should have this guy chilling. Now you do get a decent amount from this. I'll see if I can grab like 16. Ah, almost. That's okay. And we'll go back down to the machines and let this guy run. Now, there are speed upgrades you can get for this. There are energy efficiency and storage upgrades you can get. There's the ability to make it so this one crusher has multiple slots that can all process at once. There's lots you can do. But they all cost stuff. Cool. And that can go there. Yeah. This guy can actually get probably some osmium. And this guy will get some more redstone. Maybe. Alright, so then this guy is going to be used to make atomic alloy. Yeah, so this guy will then go in here with this. And he needs a lot, as you can sort of see, I guess, by the fact that we don't have this guy being made yet. Cool. Chuck in there. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so in terms of this guy, what do we need? Do I need redstone? Do I need copper? I think it's fine, actually. I think we're just waiting on this stuff to do stuff, right? Take that guy. That can go there. Oh, we were going to do more diamonds, I think. Is what I was thinking, at least. Grab some harvest. Yeah, grab half a stack of diamonds, chuck them in there, sort of thing. Alright. Well, it has begun. As in, stuff's happening. You don't really get much. Or at least this guy isn't nearly fast enough to make the refined obsidian. Is there... I think it let you do it in the alloy, right? But you need dust as well. You need, like, diamond dust. To make this stuff, yeah. Diamond dust. Okay. Diamond dust. I mean, I guess, yeah, we could just ore hammer it. Okay. I don't really know if that guy was that much faster anyway, so maybe it's not as worth it. Maybe. I mean, this isn't the worst thing we've ever seen. It's just not the greatest either. Boom. 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 That guy's doing his thing. Alright, let's, I don't really know. Let's leave that run for a little while and see what we can make so far. So, again, if we're just trying to make a QIO dry for now, then we need 4 ultimate control circuits, which need 4 elite control circuits, which need 8 advanced control circuits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty good. And I'll tell you what, let's accept some of these quest rewards. I'm going to put some of our iron away, since we've got so much of it. We can put that away as well. Why not? The steel I'll keep, just in case. A little bit of a sapling. Look at us. Wow. Look at us go. And that stuff can go in there, why not? Okay. Let's get these mechanism quests done. That's going to give us a bunch of stuff we need. Don't need those. Don't need that. Yeah, why not? We'll take that. What's in here? Yeah, sure, we'll take that. What's in here? Yep, yoink, I'll take. A bunch of dust, some steel, some infused... Yeah, I'll take those. Yep. Those two, yep. What do we got here? Yeah. I'll take that, yep. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'll take that. Cool. Pretty good stuff to get. What about up here if we did some upgrades? What do we need for the upgrades? We need this quest to be done. And then does that unlock this? I just need an upgrade and it'll give me some stuff. Tempting. Definitely tempting. Cool. What did that get us? Well, we've got some of that. Some of this. Sure. Then we got some of that. Okay. So I need 8 of those. Yeah. So I actually kind of need this guy to run in 2 different things. So I actually need another one of these guys to then process some of these. I don't know how much we need, so I'll just chuck them all in. Why not? Now, if we were to push for like speed upgrades, just as an example, they do use a lot of power. We would need osmium dust. So perhaps I chuck in some of that to process. And then I'll bookmark it. And then if we want energy upgrades, this guy will need gold dust. Okay. And then both of these need structural glass. Cool. So I can now make a speed upgrade if I yoink out 2 of those. I can do a speed upgrade. And then I can probably chuck that on whatever needed it, which is, I think, this guy. So if I shift right click, it'll use more power, but it should be a little faster. And more importantly, it should give us some more goodies so that we can make more stuff. Let's get back up to hub and grab a little bit of gold, just so we can make some dust, I guess. Sure, chuck that in. So I mean, yeah. Everything. We'll make 1 energy upgrade just to get the quest done, because that will give us just a little bit of stuff. Why not? Would that? Oh no, yeah. Okay, cool. Does this have the tier stuff as well? It does. It doesn't really give you much for it. Okay. Oh, no, that's for ore processing. Sure. I'll give you some stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, realistically, I probably want speed upgrades more than anything, so we'll just make a bunch of those. If I chuck... Oh, I chucked them all in, which makes this guy really fast, but then makes him also use a lot of power really fast. If I take 1 out, okay, perfect. And then in terms of what we could probably speed up, my guess would be this guy. And you know what? We'll put energy upgrade on this guy too. That might make him a little bit better, maybe. Barely not. They do scale up pretty ridiculously in terms of like the power draw. 2 upgrades. Nice. They can handle 2 upgrades each. So I don't know what else to do. But we'll hold on to them for now. Okay. So what has that done? We've got these. And so that should allow us to make these. And we can make 6. Do I only need 4? I think I only need 4. There we go. That should be a decent amount of these done. Get more of those. Get more of those. Get more of these. Plenty of quest rewards. Okay. We've got a lot of stuff. Hold on. Okay. Enderpearl and lead. I think we're pretty much there. Do we have any lead laying around? We do have a little bit of lead here. Perfect. We don't have any enderpearls here. I think they're all down here, along with probably more lead than we can imagine. So we'll get all that processed as well. I'll grab out some enderpearls. Let's get you smelting. Cool. We're almost done. We have hit an hour, in my recording at least. Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily think we have enough to do all this, but maybe. It's not too crazy compared to the rest of the stuff, to be honest. I think we might actually have it. I don't know how much power it's going to need. I don't know how we're going to power it, but we will possibly have it today. The problem is, I finally get it today, but we don't really, like in terms of using it for the episode, for content, you guys won't really see much of any of it because it's right at the end. But there's our QIO drive. Now the array needs teleportation cores, which need diamonds and gold, he says in a strange voice. So we can grab that. I'll put away steel and steel casing in there. Not where it should be, but might be okay. And let's have a look. So we need 4 teleportation cores. We can make 1. We need more ender pearl. That's okay. More ender pearl is one thing that I can in fact do. Teleportation core. 3. Okay. All we need is glass pane and personal chest, which is made of 2 chests and then steel. Now steel can be made like that. Chest can be made like that. Alright, personal, yeah, chest, glass, and all that. Yeah, cool. And I've got glass on me. So we're just waiting on this. Okay. Well, that's that. Alright. This goes pretty fast. He's not as slow as I remember steel being, to be honest. I think maybe I'm thinking of coal coke. I think coal coke takes a long time to make. I'm going to put this away in here because I don't need it on me at the moment. I might regret that later, but it's okay. And so personal chest, I need 5. So 4, 1 more. And then we can make our personal barrel. We can make our QIO drive array. Maybe we can try it out. The problem is I think I need power gen up top to run this guy. Let's have a look. Personal chest. Oh, I wanted the other one. Come on. Personal chest. Pow. Personal chest. I do need a glass pane. I will quickly check the hub because there's a chance we made glass pane. And if not, we'll just chuck this stuff in there anyway. Nope, I think we're good. Glass pane. QIO drive array. Oh, yeah. Okay. This guy, for now, will go here. He'll get a QIO drive array in him. And he's ready. You can see it's been slotted in. That's it there. It is in there. I pinky promise. There it is. And we can't access it because, oh no. I swear, if to make the monitor to access this or something costs plutonium, I lose my mind on camera. QIO dashboard. Okay, cool. That's totally doable. A portable one does need polonium, but just a QIO dashboard should be doable. Cool. In saying that, what do I need? I need a teleportation core again. Ender pearl and these. Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. 1 ender pearl. Boom. Teleportation core. Boom. QIO thingy. 3 ender pearl. Glass pane. 3 ender pearl and glass pane, which I put away. 1. 1. QIO dashboard. And it doesn't work. How do you work? QIO. Control Shift N. Used to access a quantum item orchestration system contents. Okay. Sure, I believe you. But how would one connect you? If I place this and right click it, no frequency. Ha 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 ha. So we open this guy, set frequency, and we're going to call it do. I'm going to click start. We're going to click this. It doesn't really matter if it's public or private, so I'll just leave it as is. We'll set it to aqua. We can then open this. Oh, which means I can probably put this wherever I want. So I could probably chuck it here. right click it, frequency, do, set, open it, chuck in my paper, my redstone. Oh my god, here it is. Look at this. Look at what I am doing currently. Okay, I've just put almost everything from my inventory in here. If we open up our QIO drive array, we have types. So I can contain 128 types of items. So I can contain a furnace, a glass, a gold, 128 different types. And I can store 16,000. So I can store 16,000 furnaces and nothing else. Or I could store 8,000 glass and 8,000 furnaces and nothing else. Or a little bit of everything, but only up to 128 different types. Holy schmoly. So as a result, we can do something like this, where we make a bit of a mess. And we can just chuck it all in here. Pick all that up. Chuck that all in there. Not too shabby. So now we've got pretty much half of our types used. We can make another one of these pretty easily. Everything is in here. In terms of sorting and in terms of height, I do like mine to be a little bit bigger, like this. Do we have a crafting window? Oh, okay. It's like a little one that we pop up and we can put it wherever we want. I like that. So far, at least. I can pin it. So now when I open it up, it'll always be there. How cool is that? So we can have it exactly where we want it. What else do we have? Some focusing, frequencies, prioritize moving items, sorting. Oh yeah, so what I like to do is I like to sort by count. Oh my, it's when you click this. That's so creepy. I thought it was someone in my room and then like it sounded like it was coming from like that direction, like ooh, or something. That was like scary. But I like to do count and then descending. So your most stuff, so like cobble and stuff at the top. I don't know, something about it just feels organized. It's how I've always done it. So that's pretty cool. Now, there is more. I don't know if we can afford it, but there's importers, exporters, and that's pretty much it. But for example, you can import and export stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's like this, where you just set a frequency and it'll do it from anywhere. So for example, if we wanted to pull cobble into the system, we could just slap one on here and say pull cobble. If we wanted to put this in the system, we could just slap it here and pull in the system. And then if we wanted to take stuff out, like if we're like, hey, put all of the gravel into this chest, we could just chuck in QIO exporter, I believe, and it would just chuck it into this. Or coal or whatever. Or, yeah. Wow. It's really cool. This guy has actually broken a diamond hoe. Oh, and we actually are pretty much done, to be honest. So I will happily fix this guy. So what are the controls in here? Not too bad. I don't think you'll need more than that, to be honest. There he goes. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. I'm going to move this guy. There. And he's still hooked up. Very nice. I might sleep. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Maybe you learned something or two. I mean, within 1 hour, we made a QIO system. That's pretty good. Considering we had no mechanism set up. In terms of if you want to get something set up, I like QIO. I think it's fun, as in I don't use it too often. And there it is. And so as we go up here, by the way, you can store a lot more stuff as well. I think we'll be fine with these QIO drives, but you can get to the point where you can store 16 billion items through one thingamajiggy. Which, I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty good. Yeah, we need plutonium as well. That's next on the chopping block. Not next, but you know, at some point. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. I like the visuals of Mekanism as well, so that helps. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. And I think we have a new channel member that I saw. Let me have a look. We've got It's Jay though, and we've got Terrell Perez. I think I mentioned It's Jay though. Either way, welcome back. And we had Terrell Perez. Thank you for joining as a channel member. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. Don't feel pressured, by the way, to maintain a channel membership or to buy one or to anything. Thank you for watching the videos. That is way more than enough. I do appreciate it. So thank you. But obviously make sure that you're in a financial position to do so responsibly. Because realistically, I'd prefer that you're able to watch the videos at all rather than, you know, having to take out an extra shift to cover your channel membership. But yeah, have fun. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.